That is superb. Creamy, delicious. A little bit of lemon flavour coming through there. That is fantastic. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are going to make hummus. Hummus with the tahini we made the other day. Hummus is really easy to make, it's everywhere now. To buy it in the shops, okay, there's different flavours in the hummus, but you know, a bog standard hummus, easy to make at home, really simple. So what we've got a tin of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. And what we need to do, we need to give these a rinse, because what happens is the skins are actually on these beans. And we don't want that skin. That skin's no good in our hummus. So we're going to give these a rinsing. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get our hands in there and we're going to give it a little sifting, as if we were like sifting flour. And what should happen is that most of these skins will come off. Now if you don't get all the skins off, not to worry, but try and get most of them off, because the skins have a bit of a bitter taste actually. So it's a pretty easy way to get rid of the skins really, because they all float. So you can just get in there and take them out. These out, all we got to do is drain and rinse this a couple of times, because in the tin they've had the salt in there and everything to keep the beans preserved. Okay, that's about as good as it's going to get, to be honest. Now what we're going to do, we're going to actually cook these beans. You know, I've got a little pan on here. I've got a little pan on here. So what we're going to do, we're going to chuck our chickpeas in there. I'm going to add just a little bit of water, just so the chickpeas are learning to swim. They're just covered to the top. And then all we need to do, get a flame on and bring it up there to a simmer boil for about 10 minutes. That is all. Don't forget, these are already prepared chickpeas. So we're cooking these chickpeas in here. What's happening is the remaining shells are actually coming off, floating to the top. So when we give them a rinse down to cool them off, we'll be able to get the remaining shells or skins and throw them away. Okay, that's about 8 minutes, and I think that is enough. Now all we need to do is cool them down, get rid of those remaining skins, and we're going to give them a blitzing. Okay, there's our chickpeas cooled down, rinsed off, hardly any skins left in there at all, and that's what we want. So let's just put that to one side. Now what we want the juice of a lemon. So we're just going to squeeze that lemon juice into there. To be honest, we've got quite a lot of juice out of there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with half a lemon to start off with, and then we might add some more lemon juice after. What we don't want is that pip in there. So we'll take that seed out. Now I have a clove of garlic here. You can either add garlic or not. It's up to yourselves. You know, some people don't want the garlic in the hummus. Other people have garlic in. There's many variations and recipes all over. But for this, I'm just going to take this 1 clove of garlic and I'm going to add it to my chickpeas. So in with that garlic. Now our tahini we made the other day, if you don't know how to make it and you can't buy store-bought and you would like to make fresh, there's a link up here and a link in the description. But that is fantastic tahini. So I'm going to go with about 3 tablespoons actually. So we've got about 3 tablespoons of tahini in there with our chickpeas. We're going to go in with the juice of half a lemon. Now what you tend to get working in restaurants and places like that, you know, you tend to get people chucking ice cubes in. But don't forget, it's just cold water. So if you have ice cold water in the fridge, just use ice cold water. It's going to do the same job without smashing up your mixer. So we want about 3 tablespoons of ice cold water. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start this blend off and then we'll add some olive oil and carry on blending. Now I only want a little bit of olive oil in here, not much at all. Now that is looking a-okay. Right, so what we need to do, we need to give it a little taste test before we carry on. We might need to add a little bit more lemon. That is delicious. That is superb. Job done. So all we need to be doing now is plating it up. So we'll get a mound of this on that plate. And then all we need to do is just push it down a little bit, shape it round. And hollow it out. Little drizzle olive oil. Just move it round. Fill those craters up on there. Just fill those craters with that olive oil. Oh, look at that. Absolutely superb. A little bit of sumac around the outside for colour. Oh, look at that. Colour and that Middle Eastern flavour. Couple of chickpeas on there, look. A little bit of fresh parsley dotted around. Oh, that bit of green on there. Look at that. Hummus made at home from a can of chickpeas. Look at that. Homemade tahini, homemade hummus. Eat it with whatever you want. So let's give it a taste test and see what it's like. Whoa, come in there. That is superb. Creamy, delicious. A little bit of lemon flavour coming through there. That is fantastic. Now, if you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.